You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you who's telling you that she tried to move on, but it didn't work out. This good, clean sis was on the internet. She was kind of cute. She was giving me Diane Carroll a little bit kind of vibes in the face, but she was cute. Anyways, the point is that she's saying, you know what, this whole dating pool myth that you guys be on talking about, oh, you know what, a lot of women, you know, they miss their opportunity to pick good guys when they're young, right? And so when they get older, it's like, oh my God, you're wondering why there aren't any more good guys. And she's calling cap. She said that wasn't that many back then. You know what I'm saying? And it's gotten even worse now. She's saying that, look, man, who you want us to pick? The ugly niggas with no nothing? Nah, bro. These niggas was broke back then. They still broke now. Matter of fact, they more broke now. You know what I'm saying? She's saying that there's a myth that y'all red pill niggas, I ain't call no names, Jay. I mean, excuse me, Zelvin. Excuse me, whoever's out there. I'm not calling any names. But she is saying, and probably for Sean, if you're out there watching, you're probably saying this rhetoric too. But anyway. What are y'all thoughts? Is she right, y'all? I mean, can we just be honest? Can we be honest? Is she right that there is this myth in regards to the dating pool and how wide open it is for women when they're younger, and how apparently it's their fault that it's less when they're older? What are y'all thoughts about that?
I think she is right about her prospects not getting any better. I think she's wrong about the cause. Okay. I think her prospects aren't getting any better because she is outside of her market. Okay. It's not that there's nobody for her to pick. There's nobody picking her that she would like to be picked by. So then what I'm saying is I think she needs to adjust. I think women out there, if you can't find a man, you're looking in the wrong place. Okay. He might not have all three of the sixes. Okay. Maybe he just got a 6-figure income and he's 6 feet tall, right? Maybe that's it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to give and take something, right? And so I don't know. I personally, she looked all right. She wasn't a bad looking sister. I think she could find somebody, but everybody does not deserve a 10. Okay? Everybody don't deserve a 10. Some of y'all out there deserve 3s. You deserve 3s because you're 4s. Or maybe you're 2s. But you definitely don't need to be anywhere near 7s and 8s. And as long as you're sitting around waiting on a 7 or an 8 to pick you, you're going to be saying there are no good men out there because no good man within your reach want you. Right? Or at least what you count as a good man. So that's my other point. What is she defining as a good man? Right? She mentioned his looks. And if he looked good, he a player, he a dog, he da-da-da-da-da. Well, ma'am, if all you wanted was a good-looking guy, you can get that. If you want a good-looking guy who's going to be faithful, that might take you some more time. I'm going to say this in our land. I know S&M hates my car analogies, right? But if I want a new car, okay, if I'm not very particular, I can get a new car off the lot. But if I want a certain kind of seat, certain kind of color, I wanted to have this particular package, I wanted to say my name when they pull up, whatever, well, ma'am, that's going to take more time to get to you because we're not just making those everywhere. So either you wait on it or you settle for something else that's in your market. That's what I'm saying.
So for the record, I thought the car analogy was for the guy. Like she was looking for a particular car and that car was not available on the lot. So in the state of hypocrisy, I'm going to go ahead and support it in that manner. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now it's good.
This is not surprising. This is not it's not surprising turn of events here.
I'm happy to hear that it's used in a different way, in a different manner. You know, even though in this particular case, it could be a two-way street because I'm sure that guy was looking at the car lot as well. So they both looking at the car lots, trying to figure out what car they want and not picking each other. Got it. Okay, I can work with the two-way street car analogy. Okay, cool. But I'm going to say that most folks is looking back, especially men, are looking back on the past and with like through rose-colored lenses, like nostalgia. That's why slogans like "Make America Great Again" was so good because people are looking at it through rose-colored lenses, or some people. And in this particular case, she's saying those rose-colored lenses was wrong then and they're wrong now. She was like, those people were immature, like, and I do notice that you pinged on the fact, or that she did mention looks, which was somewhat of a shallow characteristic. But she basically was saying that the dating pool was flawed decades ago, and we just didn't have social media receipts to show how flawed it was. And she's also saying that the argument that women pick wrong actually ignores the fact that men behave wrong, or men show up with their representatives versus who they really are. And so while some women may pick wrong, right? I'm not saying that women don't pick wrong, but she's saying that there is actually ignoring the other side of the coin, which is men's behavior or men representation showing up. But more importantly, is ignoring the fact that the men that she was interested in was in the streets too, right? And those Negroes that was in the streets then grew up to still be in the streets. So if she's interested in them same dudes and same types, then of course the dating pool is trash. And of course that meant she picked wrong. This is the way I saw what she was saying. I personally, because I'm going to have to be 100%, I have no idea whatsoever because I was married by the time I was 21 and I didn't start dating till I was 18. So I couldn't tell you if the dating pool was trash because I married my second boyfriend. And so with that being said, I'm just going to say it takes discernment from both sides, like the guy and the girl. In my case, my discernment said, ooh, I like this guy. Let me marry him because he proposed and we can work it out. And now 27 years later, 27 in April, we're still together, you know what I'm saying? About to hit another anniversary. And so perhaps her picker was a little bit off because she was focusing on looks, right? And there's other qualities, but I also want to just make a note that sometimes people assume nice guys are good guys. And we had this conversation before that not all nice guys, i.e. transactional nice guys, are actually good guys. And I'll land there.
So if I may, so for me, on the topic of, the dating pool, I agree that, when you're younger, the young guys do the young guy things. They want to be player. They want to have, 2 or 3 on their, dating at the same time, which is fine if you are communicating to that person and letting them know, like, I'm not only dating you or, whatever the situation may be. But then also, like, for me, because I wasn't lucky enough to, marry my second boyfriend, I have a little bit more experience than that. Even the ugly guys were cheating. It's like, dang, like like you would think that they wouldn't, but because they feel like, oh gosh, yeah, I know I'm a nice guy, I know I make a little bit of money, so it's like I know that they're gonna come to me because they feel a false sense of security with me because they think that ugly guys don't cheat. But even the ugly guys were cheating. And then it's like now I feel like they're less intentional with their dating. So it's like, whereas when, I think that there was like, we were saying something about, like a nostalgia bias. It's like, way back when you were dating intentionally, like you were dating with the purpose of like possibly having, building a strong foundation for a future. Whereas now, like people are dating for fun, oh, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, let's just see how it goes. And, maybe, we have all collectively, not we all, some people have accepted, the side chick role. Some people have accepted the I'm here for, like I know that you're not gonna want me. Like they've accepted those roles. They've accepted that. So that's where I see it as. It's like, yes, the dating pool has definitely changed. You have ethically non-monogamous people. You have like all these types of situations that were not as well known before, that are now well known, and now they're like out there, loud and proud, like, hey, you want to be in this throuple, hey, you want to be the sister wife, and yeah, the dating pool is definitely, I wouldn't want to be dating right now. Like the things that I hear about people wanting to like meet in the parking lot. It's like, oh, well, let's meet in the parking lot for 15 minutes. And it's like, is that a date? Like, I asked you to plan a date, so the dating pool, and it's not necessarily that, people's pickers are off. It's just, I feel like what we are, the society that we are raised in now, the society that we have now, it's more common practice. Like we don't let people come to pick you up at your home anymore because now you're like, I don't want you to know where I live. Whereas before they would knock on the door, they give you the flowers. So it's definitely different now. And I'll just, I'll leave it at that. Yeah. The dating pool right now is definitely, it's not a good man are ignored narrative. It's basically just like there are good men, but they're not around the corner. Like you're gonna have to go and you're gonna have to try to circulate to meet them because they're not gonna come like knock on your door. Basically, I'll leave it at that for me.